Hello and welcome to e-GMAT. We will solve question number 49 of OG Verbal second edition by using e-GMAT three-step process. In the first step, we will understand the meaning of the sentence. In the second, we will evaluate the errors in the sentence, and finally, we will review all the answer choices to get to the correct answer. So let's begin. In developing new facilities for the incineration of solid wastes, we must avoid the danger of shifting environmental problems from landfills polluting the water to polluting the air with incinerators. So this sentence presents a few facts. It says that in developing new facilities to incinerate solid wastes, we must ensure not to shift the environmental problems from its current state to a possible future state. So what's the current state? Landfills pollute water. Now what's the possibility that needs to be avoided in the future? Incinerators polluting air. So here we are talking about a shift of two things: what pollutes and what gets polluted. Now let us evaluate the errors by splitting this sentence into its clauses. Since this sentence has only one subject-verb pair, we have just one clause here. We is the subject and must avoid is the verb. Now this sentence uses the idiom from X to Y. Phrase landfills polluting the water stands for X, and it's a noun phrase because it starts with landfills. What stands for Y is polluting the air with incinerators, and Y is a verb ing phrase because it starts with polluting. So here X is logically parallel to Y, but grammatically it is not, because X is a noun phrase and Y is a verb ing phrase. Also notice that X starts with landfills, what pollutes, and ends with what gets polluted, but Y ends with what pollutes. So again here, structurally, these two phrases are not absolutely grammatically parallel to each other. So we have parallelism error in this sentence. Now let's run the POE to find out what's the correct answer. Well, choice A is not the correct answer, as we discussed just now. Choice B again has the same parallelism issue. Here both the phrases are noun phrase, but Y begins with what gets polluted while X begins with what pollutes. So here we do not have both the entities absolutely grammatically parallel. So choice B is not the correct answer. Choice C is the correct answer because both the entities here, X and Y, are grammatically absolutely parallel to each other. Now let's take a look at choice D. Choice D again presents the same parallelism issue. Both the entities here are noun phrases, but phrase Y starts with what pollutes, and entity X actually ends with what pollutes. So structurally, these two entities are not parallel to each other. We see the same mistake in choice E again. Again, we have two noun phrases here, but X begins with what gets polluted while Y begins with what pollutes. So here, grammatically, these two entities are not parallel. So as we found out earlier, choice C is the correct answer for this sentence. This brings us to the takeaway message of this sentence. The elements in an idiom must be logically as well as grammatically parallel to each other. The concepts tested in this sentence have been covered in e-GMAT concepts, Level 2 idioms comparisons and Level 2 parallelism comparisons.